I want to talk to you today about Delta SkyMiles. I want to explain to you everything about this loyalty program, what you need to know, the pros and cons, the functionality, everything you need to know about Delta SkyMiles this year. So here's an overview I want you to pay attention to. When you think about Delta SkyMiles, what should you be thinking about? Well, briefly, this is Delta Airlines official loyalty rewards program. So all other major airlines have their loyalty programs. So Delta SkyMiles is Delta's, okay? So here's how things work in a nutshell. So once you create a free SkyMiles account and start spending money with Delta, you will begin to earn two types of points. There are two types of points, very important, and those two types of points have different classifications, if you will. You have the Delta SkyMiles on one end. So those SkyMiles are redeemable for flights, upgrades, hotels, and more. And then you have the MQDs, so the Medallion qualification dollars on the other end. So you have Delta SkyMiles, and you have the MQDs on the other hand. So MQDs actually count towards your next status level with Delta. So the higher the status, the more perks and goodies you will unlock. For example, you have free checked bags at Silver Medallion, priority first class upgrades at Diamond Medallion. So that's kind of cool. So Delta SkyMiles, in that sense, competes with rival airline loyalty programs such as United Mileage Plus and Southwest Rapid Rewards. So the thing is that it really depends on what kind of airline are you really flying the most, right? It's all about regularity. It's all about frequency. Because the whole thing is, if you have a loyalty program, if you enroll in a loyalty program, but you rarely fly that airline, it's not really worth it. But the cool thing about the Delta SkyMiles program is that it's free and very easy to sign up. Not a problem. Or you just have to start spending cash with Delta to actually qualify for like let's say your SkyMiles, to accumulate your SkyMiles or your MQDs. Okay, it really depends on what you want to have happen to your life, to your family's life, or to your business. By the way, you can be a business member of Delta SkyMiles. So they do have a business membership also. So that's kind of cool. So you can really increase your perks real fast. I want to talk to you about the pros and cons of Delta SkyMiles this year. And so this loyalty program is great, but it has some imperfections. Let's first talk about the perfect side of things, and then we'll look at the not so rosy side of things. So what are the pros first? So the very first status tier, the Silver Medallion, unlocks free upgrades, priority check-in, and a free first check bag for you and up to 8 travel companions. So this is kind of good. This is kind of really good, especially if you have a large family and you are traveling with your spouse and kids. That's really good. And you can also earn SkyMiles with up to 25 different airline partners. So Delta SkyMiles has this great thing, which is basically partnering with other airlines, so you can really expand your ability to rack up rewards real fast. Delta SkyMiles American Express cards offer an extra way to elevate your earnings rate, and one of them charges no annual fee. So this is kind of cool. You know, having rewards with no annual fee, that's really good. That's really like you actually are making money two ways. Another positive when it comes to a Delta SkyMiles loyalty program is that Delta consistently ranks high for customer service, and they've been doing so for the last 10 to 15 years. Even during COVID, they were still ranked high according to multiple surveys. So those are a few of the positives that I want you to think about when you contemplate Delta SkyMiles this year. What about the negatives? Let's talk about the negatives. Nothing is perfect in this life. So to reach Silver Medallion status, you'll need to spend $5,000 in base fare alone, meaning a likely cost of $5,500 or even more in total fares once you factor in taxes and fees, which is no small number. And basic economy tickets don't generate SkyMiles or count toward Medallion status. And you can only earn elevated status through spending. In other words, you know, if flying enough segments is not an option like it is with, let's say, United Mileage Plus and Southwest Rapid Rewards. And none of the Delta branded credit cards award instant instant status. So you have to spend. You have to spend cash to earn status. Let me talk to you now about the details. When you think about Delta SkyMiles, what kind of details should you remember this year? So let me first go a little more granular in terms of this loyalty program. So when you think about, I want to first talk about SkyMiles. So SkyMiles are essentially the rewards points of the program. You can earn these miles by booking Delta flights using your Delta Amex card if you have one, or in a few other ways, and you can redeem your miles for future Delta flights, hotel stays, vacations, and more. And Delta SkyMiles never expire as long as your SkyMiles account remains open. So that's really good, because some other players they will expire your points, but Delta doesn't do that. So even if you are the least frequent flyer ever, you still actually you'll earn your points, and it's still worth opening an account and saving up SkyMiles for a trip in the distant future. So how do you earn Delta SkyMiles this year? Let's talk about that. So you can fly with Delta, you can fly with airline partners, you can use a Delta American Express card, or you can spend with retail partners. So when you fly with Delta, the first option, you can book a flight directly with Delta or one of its partners and partner airlines, and you will generate rewards at the following rates. We're going to put this on the screen so it's pretty clear to every viewer. So you have a 5x per dollar as a base member. You have a 7x per dollar at the Silver Medallion. You have 8x per dollar at the Gold Medallion. You have 9x per dollar at the Platinum Medallion, and you have 11x per dollar at Diamond Medallion. So you can also fly with airline partners. So flights with one of Delta's more than 20 trusted airline partners also generate SkyMiles, though the rate will vary by partner. So it's important to think about that. And so you have to really go to Delta's website to check their list of the partners. If you use a Delta American Express card, at the time of this video, Amex is the only issuer that offers Delta branded credit cards, but you'll still have 4 personal credit cards to choose from, ranging from the no annual fee Delta SkyMiles Blue American Express card to the perk-rich lounge entering machine that is the Delta SkyMiles Reserve American Express card. Okay, so that's kind of cool. And you also spend with retail partners such as riding with Lyft and booking rental cars with Avis, Enterprise, and Hearst. So that's really good. Let's talk about how to use Delta SkyMiles this year. Okay, so the good thing is that Delta offers a litany of ways to redeem SkyMiles that go well beyond just booking your next flight. So that's kind of cool because it gives you flexibility. It gives you some kind of flexibility and scalability. So in total, you can exchange your SkyMiles for any of the following: award flights, seat upgrades, checked bags, Delta stays, Delta vacations, buy, gift, transfer, or donate, and SkyMiles experiences. So when I speak about award flights, you can redeem SkyMiles for an award ticket, and you will often be able to achieve a redemption rate of around 1 to 1.2 cents a piece. You can also combine miles plus cash to cover your fare, so that's really good. And so you can also have seat upgrades. You can have checked bags, so you can also redeem SkyMiles to cover your $35 checked bag fee. Although holders at the Delta SkyMiles Gold, Platinum, and Reserve cards get their first checked bag for free. You also have Delta stays, so thanks to a partnership with Expedia, you can now book hotel stays through Delta.com using SkyMiles. You also have Delta vacation, so in a similar vein, you can also book all-in-one vacation packages through Delta, such as a sun-kissed retreat to Puerto Rico. So that's really fantastic because it gives you a lot of choices here, especially for family-oriented purchases. So how much are Delta miles really worth this year? Well, as I said to you a little earlier, Delta SkyMiles are generally worth around 1 to 1.2 cents a piece when redeemed for Delta flights, Delta purchases, in other words, upgrades or bag fees, or flights with partner airlines, as long as you exercise some savviness about the redemption you select. So as for hotels, vacation packages, and NASCAR tickets, well, redemption values vary. As a rule of thumb, if not getting at least 1.1 cents out of your SkyMiles with one of those options, you should probably just pay cash and save your SkyMiles for your next flight or upgrade. Okay, it's one of those things where you have to really be strategic here. Now, let me talk to you about Delta Medallion. Okay, it's important. Now, let me first explain what the status means. So, Medallion status is what Delta calls its elite status tier system. So, to earn higher or shinier Medallion status, you will need to collect enough MQDs, Medallion qualifying dollars. So, these are totally separate from SkyMiles, although you will often be earning both at the same time. So, MQDs are a bit harder to earn than regular SkyMiles. But many would say that it's worth the effort to rack them up once, because having Medallion status can massively augment your flight experience. So here's how achieving Medallion status actually works and what it offers to you. So how do you earn Delta Medallion status first? So you will earn higher Delta status by accumulating a certain number of MQDs in a calendar year. So everything happens in a span of 365 days. Okay, so once you reach a new status threshold, let's say silver Medallion status at $5,000 $5,000 MQDs, you will be upgraded to that status within a few days, and will actually maintain it until the end of the year. So that's really good. So Delta gives you 4 main ways to earn MQDs: booking flights, MQD Head Start, MQD Boost, and also Delta Vacations. So when I speak about booking flights, you earn $1 MQD for every dollar spent on the base fare price with Delta or one of its partner airlines, not including basic economy tickets. In terms of MQD Head Starts, holders of select Delta MS cards like Delta SkyMiles Platinum, the Platinum Business, the Reserve, and the Reserve Business will get an MQD Head Start of $2,500 MQDs per card. So you can only have 2,500 more to go to reach Silver Medallion. So that's really good. Okay, it gives you more flexibility. You also have MQD Boost. So holders of the Delta SkyMiles Platinum or Platinum Business cards also get $1 MQD for every $20 spent in eligible purchases. So holders of the SkyMiles Reserve or Reserve Business cards get $1 MQD for every $10 spent. You also have the Delta Vacation. So you will earn $1 MQD for every dollar spent on vacation packages when using Delta Vacations to actually book things. So that's really good. So most of the time what happens here is that you will probably just be earning your MQDs by booking main cabin flights or above with Delta or one of its partners. That means you have to spend $5,000, not including taxes or fees, to reach the first status tier, Silver. So something to really think about. I mean, that's pretty kind of high, especially if you don't travel that often. So let me go a little deeper when I want to speak about the Medallion status. So I want to talk about Delta Medallion status tiers explained. So Delta has 4 Medallion tiers in total. You have Silver, you have Gold, you have Platinum, and you have Diamond. So even at the Silver Medallion level, the list of benefits is crazy long. So I'll just summarize the highlights for you on the screen, but it's just better to contact Delta for more. So Silver Medallion, 5,000 MQDs. So you have 7x SkyMiles on Delta purchases. First check bag free for you and up to 8 companions each way. You have complimentary preferred seats. You have unlimited first class and Delta Comfort Plus upgrades within 24 hours of departure. So that's really good. You have unlimited US 50 Delta One upgrades on the day of departure. You have priority check-in, priority boarding, and you have 5-star status with Hertz Gold Plus rewards, plus 5x on Hertz rentals booked through Delta. So that's really good. You also have Gold Medallion. Gold Medallion, you have 10,000 MQDs. Here you have 8x SkyMiles on Delta purchases, Sky Priority suite of services. For example, you have priority security line access, expedited baggage service. You also have unlimited first class and Delta Comfort Plus upgrades within 72 hours of departure. So that's really fantastic. And so that's for the Gold Medallion. The Platinum Medallion, you have 15,000 MQDs. Here you have 9x SkyMiles on Delta purchases, one choice benefit selection from a list of options, including a $400 Amex stipend credit on eligible cards. You have 4 regional upgrade certificates and more. So that's really good. You have unlimited first class upgrades within 120 hours of departure, unlimited Delta Comfort Plus upgrades shortly after ticketing, and you have unlimited US 50 Delta One upgrades on the day of departure. And you have now the Diamond Medallion, and this will give you 28,000 MQDs. Here you have 11x SkyMiles on Delta purchases, one additional choice benefit selection, complimentary Clear Plus membership, highest priority boarding of Medallion members, VIP full line, and you have the Sky Team Elite Plus status, including lounge access around the world. So that's really fantastic. Okay, now is it worth the effort to attain Delta SkyMiles status? Definitely. Delta gives you a boatload of perks at Silver Medallion status, but in return, it asks you to show a lot of loyalty to get there. Okay, but the cool thing is, it is really worth it. When you think about the pros and cons and the benefits, it's definitely worth it. Let me talk to you about the partner airlines this year. So what are the Delta SkyMiles partner airlines this year? So we're going to put this on the screen so you have a clear idea about what I'm speaking about. So you have Aerolíneas Argentinas, you have Aero Mexico, okay? You have Air Baltic, you have Air Europa, you have Air France, Cape Air, China Airlines, China Eastern, China Southern Airlines, Czech Airlines, you have LL Mahmud, you have also Garuda Indonesia, you have Hawaiian Airlines, ITA Airways, Kenya Airways, KLM, Korean Air, LATAM Airlines, Middle East Airlines, you have Saudia, you have Taram, Vietnam Airlines, Virgin Atlantic, WestJet, and the Xiamen. Now, you might be saying, well, I don't recognize most of those airlines. But the question is, you always have to remember that if you can't really fly those airlines, you can always fly with Delta. That's pretty good. Okay, this is really good. And how does Delta SkyMiles compare to other airlines programs? Well, let's say Southwest Rapid Rewards and also United Mileage Plus. So right off the bat, the greatest competitive drawback to Delta SkyMiles is that it doesn't care how many flight segments you take when it comes to calculating status. For comparison, you can reach United Mileage Plus Premier Silver status by accumulating 5,000 points or 4,000 points plus 12 segments. Southwest is even more flexible, allowing you to reach A-list status through 35,000 points or 20 segments, and you don't need a combo of both. So that's really good. So if you tend to take tons of cheap, short flights, either of those alternative programs will probably reward you with status much faster. And Delta SkyMiles also falls a little behind United in terms of airline partners and credit cards. United has over 35 partners compared to Delta's 25. And while both carriers have 4 compelling credit cards aimed at consumers to help you generate points, the welcome bonuses are more generous with the United cards as of the date of this show. Okay. That all said, Delta definitely has a trump card hidden in the fine print. Once you reach Silver Medallion status, the cool thing is that you'll get free check bags for you and up to 8 travel companions. Think about it, 8. And so this will save you a lot of cash if you have a massive family, okay? And so definitely something to keep in mind if you frequently travel with others and none of you packs particularly light. So this is what it is. So all things considered, Delta SkyMiles is a rock-solid loyalty rewards program as long as you are aware of the main caveats going in, such as earning no miles with basic economy and facing a long, expensive trek to silver. You are in for some excellent perks and hefty bonuses. So that's pretty fantastic. So in closing today's conversation, I spoke to you about Delta SkyMiles, and I gave you the overview, the details, the Delta Medallion, and I also spoke to you about the partner airlines. Thank you so much. God bless you. I'll see you next time. Until then, remember, stay marvelous.